Hi Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. My name is Ellena and I was recording your video and then it cut out on me, so we're gonna start again. So thanks for joining and let's jump right in. I was saying, if sugilite is a crystal that you normally work with, or if that's something that you're being called to, I feel like sugilite will help you in the next couple weeks. Sugilite crystal is also a crystal that is associated with Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael is a very protective angel, but he is also an angel that is about life purpose. Those colors kind of represent the crown chakra as well. So there's a lot of openings in terms of like downloads and upgrades that are happening in your system. So your dreams might be very vivid. You might be getting a lot of messages from spirit. Yeah, because I feel like this is confirming with these two cards too. There's a deeper connection and awareness with your guides and spirit at this time. And I feel like for those who are watching right now, I do feel like you've been doing a lot of healing work in terms of inner child healing. Like you're taking the wisdom of your ancestors and your elders and of the ascended masters, and you're changing your belief systems in healing your inner child and nurturing that so that you can start to create a future where you're more happy, more fun, because the inner child just wants to have fun. So I don't know, for this collective Aquarius, I wonder if like you've been over parentified when you were younger, or your childhood was a little bit stripped away from you, where you had a lot of responsibilities and burdens, or maybe your parents or guardians were so busy you were kind of neglected in terms of you didn't have a lot of fun in your childhood. Like you didn't have a lot of support in that way. Yet I feel like as you become the person that you needed growing up and you embody that person more and more, I feel like you're almost allowing your inner child to play more. And therefore you are starting to attract more things in your life that just are very lighthearted, like, and unserious, you know, which is a breath of fresh air, to be honest. Like you're appreciating your experience. And it's been a long time, it feels like. I feel like you've been let down by a lot of people. And I feel like you're finally at a place where you are understanding that life isn't meant to always be serious all the time. You're actually supposed to enjoy it. So it's almost like taking time to also carve out time for the things that you enjoy. So like booking that trip, going camping, booking that ceramics class, doing, you know, you're actively carving out time to nurture the things that bring out more of that inner child joy. And I think that's really important. Because it's a vibration that you're doing as well, that creation, that's going to attract more and more of what it is that brings you happiness. Because when I see this, foundations and achievement, it's like that work that you've done on yourself in having stability and security in yourself and confidence in yourself, and that peace in yourself. This was what was required of you. And so I feel like a lot of Aquariuses out there might have had to be alone for a long time, or maybe you had to move around a lot. And it was hard to kind of find your grounding and where you belong in the world. And it was because you were learning to kind of establish a firm foundation in who you are as a person and what your purpose is and where you want to go without the distractions and influences of other people. And in doing so, not only did you hone in into your intuition and your gut instincts, you also are basically solidifying a vibration of stability, so when you do find your community, which you will, or you end up being with creating a family, or it's like this foundation is so stable. It is so stable. Whereas I think before, if you didn't know who you are, if you allowed other people to make choices for you or influence your decision making, or you doubted your intuition, this foundation would not be able to happen, and it wouldn't be long lasting. I feel like if that happened, you would probably, let's say you got married before, or like were in a relationship, it wouldn't have lasted because the foundation wasn't, you didn't know yourself. You didn't know yourself enough. And you didn't know clearly what it was that you wanted. So I feel like for those who have maybe been single for a long time, this was all leading to a moment where maybe you'll meet someone, if that's something that you want, and you create a happy home that is long lasting. That's what I'm feeling here. It's a long lasting happy home. And that happy home doesn't necessarily have to be with anyone. It could just be like you being very firm and in who you are. So like no matter where you go, it's like you're, whatever happens outside doesn't matter. You're still at peace and at harmony with yourself. It's because you've done the work. You've cleared a lot of things. And it says fulfillment of wishes. The water flowing in the treasure chest, I can't help but feel like there's money coming in. There's money coming in to your experience. And this wealth that's coming in can also represent like wealth in terms of your health. Maybe you're able to eat healthier. Maybe you are moving your body more. Maybe you're just feeling overall wellness in your being. And I feel like that's kind of what it's all about. That work that you've done is about peace inside, so that your outside reality reflects that for you. So September, I feel, is you almost kind of, I would say, like sitting back a little bit and relaxing, and just soaking in your experiences and like being really proud of yourself and how far you've come. I feel like sometimes we often rush to the next thing without fully sitting down and comprehending how far we've come in life, and like how proud we should be of ourselves, right? Like a lot of the inner work that we do, it's almost like thankless because it feels like invisible labor that nobody sees except for us, but God sees. And so I feel like now you're gonna start to see physical manifestations and rewards for the hard work that you have been putting in. So I feel like September is almost like you just kind of chilling a little bit and relaxing, smelling the roses, meditating, just enjoying your experience for the first time in a long time, I feel. Yeah. So we have dragon energy. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking to an old soul. You already know, like deep down, you're so connected to spirit. It's like you have this ancient knowledge and you have the power to manifest things. And it's like you're probably wondering why you've been in a hermit mode for as long as you have, and it's really because they were trying to work on your foundation. You were healing that root chakra. You're healing the root chakra of security and belonging, and knowing that you are different, but you still belong. And your opinions matter. Your voice matters. What you say matters, even if people don't like it, or maybe people want to gaslight you and saying that you're weird. It's like, no, my perspective matters even if you don't understand what I'm saying, and you've done enough healing work on yourself that you're very intimidating to other people who haven't. It's like you look at them and you can see all of their shadows, and then it's like they get really uncomfortable. And it's not like you're judging them. It's because your energy is so powerful, you can illuminate that, because what you're essentially doing when you're around people and you have that light is that you are bringing up shadows in people for them to kind of be aware of, to heal. And I feel like that is a gift, and you're starting to understand that you are a catalyst, and that you're honoring that. You're not shying away from it. Maybe before you never liked that role, but you're embracing it as that is who you are. And this leads to rebirth. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. I think you're just recollecting how far you've come, right? Even as hard as the journey has been up until this point, you're finding gratitude in it because it has shaped you into who you are now. And you're like this unstoppable force of realness and authenticity. And I feel like you are no longer dimming your light for anyone, which is absolutely refreshing. And we need you. The world needs you. We need you to kind of express yourself even more so, more loudly, because times are changing now. And I think a lot of people in the collective are waking up to the fact that there's more to this world, and that your wisdom, your energy is healing, and it's required for this next phase of like evolution on this collective consciousness. And that's kind of what I'm picking up for you. So thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in. I hope this reading resonates with you. If it did, feel free to like, subscribe, and share if you want. That really helps my channel. And thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.